Hello YouTube, this is Odyssey checking in. Long time, I know I've been a little bit silent on this month. I got a lot of projects at hand and I haven't got the time to make the videos, and truth to be told, I wasn't planning to make a video on this week. However, this amazing thing just happened, and I decided to make as a video to share the whole story with you guys about what's going on, because for me this is a historical moment for the gaming community, probably in the years to come. I don't think I'm being too dramatic on this one, but just listen to what happened. This is mostly for the PC gaming community. As you know, the largest provider for digital game downloads is Steam. Steam, you purchase your game or you purchase from a different vendor, activate your game, and so far we're doing good. But what happens with PC gaming? We are famous because we got a modding community behind of every game. It can be a large community, it can be a small community, but there is always going to be someone who is going to try to show what they can do with the game and expand it. Alright, for example, right now, Grand Theft Auto 5, it's a great example of what happens. They just release it. We got a modding community that is releasing everything from golden elephants to God knows, I don't know what else. Some of them are amazing, some of them are just hilarious, some of them are I don't know, I don't want to call them lame, but yeah, some of them are lame, yeah, let's be honest. However, that's the purpose of making a mod, right? To make a modification to your game, to expand it, to offer some alternatives, to keep the game live and fresh, and to allow these independent geniuses who are developing all of these modifications to show what they can do, right? So far so good. Steam has a platform, well, within the Steam platform they have this option called the workshop. The workshop is basically a place where any mod can be uploaded and then be downloaded by another user in a seamless way. So you go, fire up your game, choose the mod you want, you click to subscribe to that, to whoever created that mod, and it's automatically installed for you. End of story. You check the mod, you play it. The problem came when last week the Steam made an announcement that they were going to allow that mods to be charged. They announced that users will be able to charge for mods. I mean, if I develop something for Grand Theft Auto 5, a new car, I was going to be able to charge you guys to use my mod. And this probably doesn't sound so bad, but I don't think that we are actually seeing the magnitude of how big the problem is. Okay, Gabe Newell, who is probably one of the most loved persons on the internet and also CEO of Valve, also Valve equals Steam, for those of you who don't know. When Gabe Newell gave the news, lol. When he gave the news about this new feature, the gaming community burst in a rage of fire and literally downvoted him to oblivion on Reddit. Now you're probably wondering, why is this so important? Or shouldn't the modders be able to get some revenue for the work? And on that basis, yes. However, look at the other side of the equation. This is what we are missing. Valve with this made a huge mistake. For start, they made a separation between the modders, the modding community, and the players, the consumers. Alright, one is not different than the other. We're all consumers in the end. Alright, however, they are making a huge difference. They are splitting us apart. They are making a market out of modding community because they are making a revenue. They are keeping a part of whatever you pay for a mod, all right, for themselves. And two, they are separating the communities completely. But this is not so bad until you consider that this was going to lead to a microtransaction nightmare. I mean, it's already bad that we have microtransactions on games. For example, we have Resident Evil Revelations 2. They're not mandatory, but they have them in there. Or we got microtransactions on other games that are not free to play. Okay, microtransactions are good on free to play games. That's how they work, but we get them on many other games where they shouldn't be, right? Now imagine what's going to happen with mods. It's going to be a nightmare. You're gonna get bundles of here are the top 20 mods of the week. You can download the bundle for $25. Get them all now. That's what's gonna happen. And you're already paying money for the game. No one is making you purchase the mods, but come on, sometimes you want to try something different. Sometimes you love so much a game that you want to keep it fresh. You want to stay on the experience. But now you have to pay for it. That was the thing, right? Now, think about it like this. Valve doesn't really have the means to control the copyright between users, right? So if I develop something, a new modification into the game, there is no way to control that somebody else is not going to take part of my mod and put it on his own and then sell it. It was going to be hell also to keep control of copyright. And let's say that you're a happy customer that just purchased one of those mods and that mod has a little controversy. So Steam says, oh, you know what, I better take it out of the market while I decide what am I gonna do. So here's your full refund. Your full refund that may be applied within the next 7 days. Not to mention they are like that. And just picture that for a single mod. Let's say you have 25 on a single game. You can see where this is going. Finally, they probably don't realize this, but Steam is not the only modding community. Alright, we get, for example, Nexus mods out there. Okay, and that's a huge community that has a bunch of games with a bunch of awesome mods. Can you imagine how this is going to hurt the modding communities over there? And I'm just using Nexus as an example because it's also a big community. But imagine Nexus and other small communities. Can you imagine how Valve is going to hurt them by putting a tag, putting a price, and trying to monopolize the modding market? Because that's what they were doing. They were trying to monopolize the gaming market. There is even a mod to make a protest for this, for not paying the mods on Skyrim. You can download it. It's quite hilarious. No paid mods. And immediately this got right now 10,091 ratings. That's 10,000 people who in a matter of one day they just downloaded the mode to make a protest. Eventually Valve saw the mistake and they decided to cancel the paid mods for Skyrim, and it was really fast. They made a very butthurt statement, and I'm sorry that I'm saying that, but that's what it is. This is a butthurt statement, and I believe they're probably gonna try this again, maybe with a smaller game for what you can read on the screen. Bethesda, on their side, which are Bethesda is a developer from Skyrim. Bethesda from their end, they said, we checked with Valve and we listened to your community. This is a bad idea. We treasure your feedback. That's what Valve was supposed to do in the first place, not this butthurt statement they released. But this is a small victory But we've seen it before on the consoles world with the Xbox One release, right? When you are not going to be able to share your games physically, you are going to have to pay a fee. When you are not going to be able to play offline, a lot of restrictions on the release of the Xbox One was very controversial, and the gaming community stood strong, and they held the line. Mass Effect reference for those of you who play Mass Effect. They held the line and they changed it. And right now the Xbox One, in order to be competitive, it was forced to change. Microsoft was forced to change the product. And now same thing happens. The point in here is, it is us, the community, who has the final word or the final stand on these matters. Maybe we cannot change them all at the same time, but I mean, people made a petition, people made a mod to make a protest, people made a lot of forums, people just downvoted Gabe Newman on Reddit. One of the most loved persons on the internet was downvoted to the bottom. That's what the community did, and that's what we should do for anything that is it's harmful to the gaming industry, to us as consumers, to us as gamers. That is actually what we should do. Alright? So I hope we learn a lesson from this little event. I know Steam learned a lesson, and I will just hope that gamers from consoles, from other different platforms, can take a similar approach to stuff that is happening, because they have their own problems as well. Just wanted to share this news with you. It was short-lived. Rest in peace, paid mods for Skyrim, at least for the moment. Alright, thank you for staying on this quick, not quick, long long ranting about this, but about this event. Feel free to follow the links if you want to know more about if you want to check the written review of what happened. And well, thank you so much for staying around. I'll be uploading more videos lately with more game reviews, as you are used to. No, not more of these rants, I promise. Well, not many. And well, this is Odyssey checking out. Once again, remember to like and subscribe if you like the video. See you out there.